Hi Libra, and welcome to your March energy reading. This is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign, or put it anywhere in your placement. Maybe you like it. I love it. Please keep in mind that these messages are general, and so they won't all resonate. So only take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? In the description box below, you can find information on how to book a personal reading with me or how to make a love donation to this channel if you feel so moved. And also my Instagram. Come check me out over on Instagram. I go live over there. We catch a word. We have a good time. And I also upload daily card pulls on my reels to calibrate our days for magic and success. So without further ado, please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post for you, okay, Libra? And so with that, I'm going to clear your energy and we will begin. Let's get it. And receive that, Libra. What I got for you was catching a second wind, like having some life breathed back into you after a long period of feeling down and out, and then like this big huge sigh of relief, like that you made it to the other side of something. So that's really lovely. Let's pull some cards on that. Okay, Libra. You're channeling some inner strength here. You're pulling on the Most High right now, right? God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Ma'at, you like it, I love it. But you're finding some inner strength. You're getting this second wind that you need to carry you through. And you feel the sigh of relief after getting on the other side of something. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful, the Death card. In one of the decks, it says, like in Latin, life, what does it say? It says, life does not end, it changes. Something to that effect, right? Like, so viewing death as change, as just another change, a transformation, a transition. So Libra, you're kind of experiencing like the death you go through transformation, right? Like the way the caterpillar dies so the butterfly can be rebirthed, right? So this is like giving that beautiful energy of birth, rebirth, birth and rebirth, okay? That an end is a doorway into a new beginning, Libra. I feel like you're turning over a new leaf or you're turning a corner. You have the Page of Rods in reverse. That's the Page of Wands. So this upright is about creative projects and endeavors and, you know, passionate new beginnings with creative projects. Pages are messengers, they're the scribes. So this is news coming in, but maybe the news is a little bit delayed. You gotta really let this rebirth happen. Don't waste this second wind. Catch the wave of this second wind and ride that momentum to help carry you through so you get the ball rolling on all of the beautiful changes you want to implement, okay? You have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is wonderful, Libra. This is you, like your money's coming together. This is a single person, can be, right? Or it's just talking about like you staying in tune with your own I amness, whether you're single or you're coupled, right? That you're flourishing in your own energy. You have a new perspective with this hawk here, right? Like you have a whole entirely different perspective, but you're still grounded, right? And you're enjoying the fruits of your labors because it took you a lot of patience and a lot of time to grow this tree from a seed, right? Like you really had to go from square one, Libra. But look at you showing up for yourself. You have the Hangman in reverse. What I love about that is this talks about a temporary pause in action and a change of perspective, right? So now, even though it's still upside down, it's upright, right? You can still see his hair is like falling upward, but he's upright. You changed your whole perspective. You turned everything around. You gave yourself a 180 perspective, and then everything 360 coming full circle. You begin again with experience, right? Oh, I love that saying. You're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over from experience. That's what I'm getting with this Hangman energy. And then you have the Seven of Swords. So it talks about, like, don't self-sabotage, right? Like, don't, like, cut and run when the thoughts get overwhelming, and then go back to before, you know, going back to the stage before the metamorphosis took place, right? That's what they're talking about allowing the death to happen, allowing the rebirth to happen, right? Because once we get to a certain point and like really having to take the leap on this change without the physical action or evidence yet that this Nine of Pentacles is coming, we start walking in the opposite direction of our goals, and that's how we sabotage ourselves. So sometimes you have to leave and remove yourself from places and spaces, or get quiet with yourself to sort out your thoughts. But sometimes we're also getting in our own way and running away, okay? So just balance that out. You see that? Here we go again with the completion energy with the World, okay? This is about a cycle coming to a close, a karmic cycle. It's telling you that this is a balanced new change. I love the 4 directions represented here, and then you in the middle of this like portal, this transformation that you're stepping through. You have to take the next step. It's catching you like mid-step. And you see how, look, oh my gosh, look, they're standing the same. This, I'm telling you, this is the rebirth cycle. Don't do this to yourself. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Don't give up just before you're about to cross the finish line. You know, they say the temptation to quit is strongest when you're just about to cross the finish line, okay? Don't be afraid of this cycle closing. It's a doorway opening for you, okay, Libra? This is like fire. Yes. Okay, this came out sideways, so this is like you being on the fence with your transformation about the 8 of Pentacles, which is the step just before this. You see why this is reversed? Because the step just before getting into this 9 of Pentacles energy, you're walking away from the necessary time it's going to take to sit down and perfect your craft and really like take care of the details and just chip away at your list one thing at a time. You see how she's skillfully working on one pentacle at a time, and then when she's done, she hangs it up. If you just keep your head down and do the work, by the time you look up again, you're going to see how much work you actually did. But if she's all stressed out on all the pentacles she's got to create and get together while she's in the midst of like trying to work on this area, you're dividing your energy, which is going to make you get into that fight or flight mode. You're going to pick flight, and you're going to walk away from the work that needs to get put in. And you will put it in, Libra, okay? Because I told you, I felt this like sudden rush of a second wind. Ride that wave, okay? Allow that momentum to get you to turn this upright, all right? You have the 7 of Pentacles. So you see how it's like becoming like a steady progression back to back, but like regression, right? It's telling you to slow down and put those steps in order, right? I've planted the seeds. This is about, 7 of Pentacles is about seeds well planted. Like, trust that the harvest will come. You put in the work, and now you're just waiting for the fruit of your labor, right? Right? And then you have the 8 of Pentacles, which is like telling you, like, once harvest comes, harvest is work as well, right? Like, after the farmers grow their crops, they still have to harvest it, or else it's just going to stay there and wither, right? So you have to work it and put energy, infuse your own energy into it, which you're doing with skill, right? With attention to detail. So trust the process of the work, that the work will show up for you. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Talk about like a quantum leap, baby. I always feel like these are the progressions to getting to that Empress energy, right? Like the Nine of Pentacles when you're single, the Queen of Pentacles when you have more responsibilities. Maybe you're a head of household, a wife, maybe you're sitting in your queenly energy, and then Empress is like you mastered it all. And we don't always like master it all, but like you're finding your rhythm in all of these different places and spaces, right? Knight of Wands in the upright. Now movement is happening fast. Now you're taking passionate action towards your goals with this new perspective. Now that you're back to square one, you're not at square one in a defeatist way. You're back at square one, like ready to be off to the races. Like you're ready to just hit the ground running into your new cycle. Because you're starting with that perspective you gained when you took a momentary pause and looked at it differently. When you looked for the solutions and not the problem. Now the temporary pause is over. Movement is now. And there was always movement, but now it's picking up momentum. This is just the tarot. Like, come on. And Knight of Cups. There's more movement. You see how follow your bliss, follow your gut instinct that wants to pull you towards more positive thoughts, more positive experiences, more positive actions. Because this is when your mind is also kind of like tricking you, right? We give thanks that you're showing up trying to protect me. I understand why you pop up fear thought, but I don't need you. So go that way because I'm going towards my transformation. I'm going towards my process. I'm going towards the fruits of my process, okay? Because I'm coming in and I'm starting over from experience, which helps me move faster through this cycle. It's not going to take as long as it did the last time. And I'm going towards emotional fulfillment. Yes, to close out this cycle with the 10 of Cups, to get my happily ever after specifically tailor-made for me. My happiness is not your happiness and yours is not mine. I'm responsible for my 10 of Cups and I'm getting it. Yes, Libra. What? Libra. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get these manifestations. Let's get what is ours by divine right. Let's remember our power and call it back to us to give us strength in the moment where I need to make the shift, where I need to make the new decision. I call strength from every place, every timeline, every situation. I call back all my power to give me strength in this moment to make a new change, to make a new decision, to witness the shift. Ooh, it's a word. Main, female. So this can be you, Libra, okay? This can be you. You're the divine feminine, or this is about a divine feminine in your life, or just, like a feminine energy in your life. But it's a main character, main female, main character. And these are expectations, right? Expectation, looking out the window. But sometimes expectation can go both ways. You can expect the negative things to happen, or you can expect to receive miracles, right? It's about what are you sitting with and contemplating? What are you thinking about, right? Thoughts create reality. Thoughts create my experience. Poverty. So don't expect the worst. Even if you're going through a season that feels and looks like this. Expect the abundance to come. Expect the receptivity to come. Because you see the mouse here? This is the fear. And then the cat is your intuition, your divine connection to source. That's your faith, your trust. Knowing you can rely on that inner knowing. And you see how it's hunting down the fears? You're going to bravely walk out of any sort of lack mentality or any situation that makes you feel lack. This came in the reverse, but we're putting it upright. I don't think this deck uses reversals. And if not, I'm making it this way. Sudden wealth, right? With that new perspective, it doesn't matter which way this thing is. The sudden wealth is yours anyway. And 11 is a master builder number, okay? That's a master number. That's about mastery, mastery of self. A mature woman. So an older matriarchal figure may play a role in your sudden wealth, right? Or your sudden wealth is going to benefit this mature woman, right? Because you see the clothing, you see the surroundings, honey. It's very different, right? It's very different. It's very different, right? So there's still all of this evidence of wonderful things happening, a leveling up, right? In your experience, privileged lady, I'm telling you, you're about to be sitting pretty, okay? And it won't just benefit you this time, Libra. Now it's like going for the big win, for everybody's win. But you got to get yourself in a state to receive it, because you can get it, and in the wrong vibration, you can lose it again just as quickly as you got it. And I feel like you've had experiences in your past that have shown you that you could manifest luxury or abundance or a luxurious experience, right? And luxury doesn't just have to be material things. I'm talking about like, oh my gosh, this created such a beautiful memory in my life. This simple moment, I found so much magic in it, right? Like always having that positive, high vibrational, upbeat outlook on things, because you're an air sign. Air signs, you know, that's very cerebral, very, you know, like in your head, that mental energy, right? You have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. And love yourself unconditionally, okay? Get devoted to this second wind and give it everything you've got in the tank, okay? Pace yourself. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint, okay? But conserve your energy. So conserve your energy, but also activate your energy. Utilize your energy, okay? And get devoted to the process of the turnaround, because it's here. We have Odin, psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. Didn't I say use your intuition with the cat? Come on. Yes. Okay? Trust your intuition. Trust that you can do this. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Yes, let it go. Move beyond drama. Create your own path, because you can. You are a creator, Libra. Make room for good energy. Okay, so you need to be doing some purging, some cleaning, some clutter clearing, even the physical clutter, because it's a reflection of inner clutter. Get rid of it, because you need to make room for the things you're manifesting. You're about to hit a very nice harvest season with your new perspective, starting from experience. You need to make not only internal room, you purge out all that internal clutter, that negative self-talk, and you attract in all of that good energy, right? You make room for that inside of yourself. But you also need to have your environment the way you want it, right? So start purging things that are not being useful to you, that are just occupying space and representing one more thing you feel like you have to get to, right? You're going to take it one pentacle at a time. At the bottom of the deck, we have Lord Shiva, transcendence, Ashe. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Yes. What? Yes. That is fabulous. Your readings are getting like more and more and more high vibrational, Libra. And it's because you're really like doing the work. You're really like trying to assess and, approach from like more of like a facts over feelings kind of place. Like, what do I need to change up in my routine, in my energy, in my thinking, in my actions to get me to where I'm trying to go? Because I refuse to stay in this spot any longer. And that's who you really are. Okay, Libra? You are the scales. You are balance. You are justice. Do yourself some justice in this situation and don't waste this beautiful breath of fresh air you're getting, this new, you know, rejuvenated, refreshed, revitalized energy. Don't just use it to be like, this is cool. It's a nice break from feeling crappy. Let me go back to it though, right? Like, we're moving forward, only onward and upward and forward, okay? Protection, call back your power. Didn't I say that? Yes. Cut the cords, soul retrieval. That's right. You're going to go retrieve yourself. If you feel like you're lost or you can't find yourself, I don't recognize myself, Libra, it's about to be a wrap. Okay? You're about to pass through the threshold, the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Because now you're ready to let the universe, divine intervention, intervene. And you're really ready to just, even though you know it's still dark all around you, you have very real things to contend with. You're going to just trust the next step and the next step. You see how only the next step and the next step, this very narrow path is being illuminated? But if you just trust your gut, which was all of your messages, right? And just follow it, look, you get to the other side of the experience, right? Because if you stop and keep trying to turn back or avoid passing through the threshold, you're going to keep experiencing the same cycle over and over again. But I feel like this means it's coming to a close. You're going to take this next breath of fresh air and you're really going to make decisions from a strong and informed place, okay? We got Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? So where do you feel a calling? Where do you feel like you should be of service? Where do you feel like you should live? Where do you feel, what, you know, like where do you see yourself going? Where does that inner feeling like nudge you and push you and pull you to? The thing you keep coming back around to, what's that? Because we got to get to the other side of that. That one you're going to have to see through to completion, because all of that sigh of relief is on the other side of this gateway, right? On the other side of fear is everything we want. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Didn't I say you're really like contemplating that? This is just another reminder and confirmation to keep doing this work and put these pieces back together, because you can. Let's get you a rune. Love my rune. Let's see what word they got for you. Okay. Ooh, let's see what this is. Yeah, so it came out reversed. Iwas, I think it's. Okay, so it came out like this, but it's supposed to be like this. So I'll give you both meanings, okay? It says, Ewaz, bonded together in harmony, may we move ahead as one. Avoid one's selfish tendencies. May our united will be done. A partner equally yoked now stands with me hand in hand. My personal will I revoke, and together we'll rule the land. Trust, partnership, marriage, loyalty, positive movement, merger, travel, transportation, compromise. Yo, this is for you. Okay? The Ewaz rune is a rune of void force, but full of cooperation. So this rune like avoids force, but is in full cooperation, suggestion, and persuasion. With harmonious trust between two, a marriage or good partnership is represented here. and teamwork is balanced. Deep emotional connections allow movement that is beneficial to both parties involved. It is here a new union is created or old union is refreshed. The Ehwaz rune can also represent actual travel and movement via physical transportation. Bon voyage. Now, in the reverse, I think it's called Merkstave. Change is needed. Mistrust, restlessness, betrayal. So you see, it's again about turning that whole thing back to where you need it to be, right? So that the movement can flow the way you want it to, Libra. Catch this wave and get what is yours. This is beautiful. March is looking wonderful for you. I'm going to see you on the end of March reading. I'm wishing you mad love and many blessings. You count, you matter, you are important, you are seen, you are heard, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are magic, Libra baby. So go get into it. And I'll see you on the next one. Later. Ashe.